Everybody wants to make money, or at least spend less of their coins, pay less transaction fees in cryptocurrency. Obviously, everybody wants their transaction to be processed quickly. Duh. If I said, hey, do you want some free coins when you make a trade instead of nothing? You'd probably say, yeah. Well, today that's what we're going to be focusing on. Oh yeah, I'm going to show you how to do things that you probably already do, but to get some rewards doing so. I mean, isn't that a no-brainer? My name is Vosk here on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Today, we're reviewing Biswap. Oh yeah. By the way, there are fake sites impersonating this site that will drain you of all of your money. So make sure to smash our link down in the video description below to one, make sure you end up on the correct site and support the channel. As always, nothing in this video is financial advice. Also, Biswap made today's video possible. Biswap is the first DEX on BNB Chain with the 3-type referral system, which is interesting because all of these decentralized exchanges like Pancakeswap and Uniswap really normally just succeed based off a first mover advantage and don't have a lot of incentives for their users other than just being a functioning decentralized exchange with hopefully a good amount of liquidity for many different token trading pairs. So what's interesting about Biswap in particular is they have their own token and you basically get token back, cash back when you make trades here. It's a top 250 cryptocurrency when ranked by CoinMarketCap. It is on the Binance Smart Chain. Right now, it's pretty cheap to transact on the Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain isn't inherently so much better than Ethereum as far as gas fees and transaction fees go, but it is a better design, which is why the fees are lower. It's more than just a fork or clone of Ethereum or the EVM Ethereum virtual machine. For example, we look at the active BEP20 addresses. Day by day, we see addresses receiving 1,650,000, send count 600,000, 700, 500, 600, and so forth. You know, basically, we're dealing with at least 500,000 senders every day. And you compare this to transaction fees on the Ethereum blockchain. We're looking at 28 GWei, 33 GWei. And when you really start breaking this down, a decentralized exchange or trade will cost you about $65. And we'll do some real-time trades here, and I'll tell you just exactly how much I am spending to complete these transactions on the Binance Smart Chain. I bring up all these numbers in particular because if we look at the send and receive account for addresses here, we have barely 100,000 users sending Ethereum tokens every single day. So the use, the adoption here, the congestion in comparison is much lower. But that's just from an ERC20 and BEP20, which is just a BNB Smart Chain token comparison to Ethereum here to kind of try to keep it simple. One of the other things that really soaks up a lot of the Ethereum blockchain is going to be OpenSea and ENS, right? And they're dealing with NFTs, non-fungible tokens, or basically a different ERC token, ERC 721, for example. If you're like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? We have some beginner guides, some initial resources to help beginners get started, right? So we have things like what is DeFi, what are NFTs, how to set up and use MetaMask, how to make a decentralized trade on Uniswap, how to set up the Binance Smart Chain and utilize BEP20 tokens and all that stuff. So if you really need the back to basics, please check those out and I will link them out below. But today I want to run through Biswap because basically if you're making trades on the Binance Smart Chain at all, why are you not using Biswap? And let me tell you exactly, what the, pitch is here, right? Well, so I can go over here and let's say I want to trade some coins. So I've got BUSD, Binance Dollar, and we have BNB. So I use two incredibly popular pairs with a lot of liquidity, easy to trade everywhere. So let's just say that I want to grab one more BNB. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and turn my BUSD into BNB. Okay, all right, simple enough. I'll go ahead and confirm that and the trade will complete. And that's it. Nothing else happens. There's no incentive, there's no reward, right? And so I'll pull this up so we can look at the rate we get here and also the transaction fee. and everything like that. So now I'm going to click over to Biswap, and I went ahead and clicked trade now. So I'm going to get rid of this annoying banner. I'm going to click the top right. I'm going to go ahead and connect my wallet. From here, I'll go ahead and connect, and I'll proceed. And then what I'll do is I'll pull up BUSD, right? And I'll punch in that I want 1 BNB. And so it takes a second, but it'll go ahead and compute this for me. And from here, I have to go ahead and approve that they can interact with my BUSD. For example, I'd already done that with Pancakeswap, so that's why I was able to basically seamlessly make that transaction. I'd previously approved that it could spend my BUSD tokens. And so let's look at these numbers. So there's been a little bit of lapse in time, you know, numbers can fluctuate, whatever, but just for reference. So we traded in 391 BUSD here to get a BNB token, right? A Binance coin, basically. This cost us 25 cents. Which is an incredible, like, stupid cheap. That would cost you $67.25 on the Ethereum blockchain. So we went ahead and had our BUSD approved. So now we're going to go ahead and confirm the swap. We'll click yep. And then I'll pull it up on Binance scan here, BSC scan. And now that trade has been initiated. And I want you to watch, because it's pending right now. It'll be processed pretty quickly. I want you to watch this fee return. Make a swap on Biswap and get up to 90% of the fee returned in BSW tokens. So just like that, you saw that I had a very small amount of BSW. Now it's up to 0.16. My trade was about $400. And in that trade, I generated the majority of these BSW tokens. I'm just going to take these decimals. I think that's about right. And so I got 20 cents back. And you're like, oh, wow, 20 cents. But listen, like getting 20 cents back in that token that hopefully has a big upside, right? Like up 11% just in the last 24 hours here. These tokens traded $1.23 per token. That's interesting. That's 20 more cents. That's a rebate that I didn't get on Pancakeswap or any other, you know, popular decentralized exchanges. It's really astonishing that this stuff is just not all that common. Per CoinGecko, this token is ranked 213 out of all cryptocurrencies by market cap. This token is down 41% from its all-time high, tracked on CoinGecko, up 339% from its all-time low 7 months ago. The only major exchange that Biswap and their BSW token is on, aside from their exchange, would be the official Binance cryptocurrency exchange, where they do a massive amount of volume, over $100 million in the last 24 hours. And it's crazy you can do that much volume and still be not even within the top 200 of cryptocurrencies when ranked by CoinMarketCap, right? And so the next thing is like, well, why do I really care about these tokens? What can I do with them, right? So I can go ahead and withdraw them, basically get them pulled out into my address. If you have a small amount, it's not really worth the gas fee. But once you start accruing some, you know, obviously it will become more worthwhile. And we also completed a trade here. So I turned 391 BUSD into a BNB, and the transaction here cost me 52 cents. So I did pay twice the transaction fee and got the exact same trade, which is pretty interesting. I did get 20 cents back in their token though, which effectively brings my trade down to 32 cents. So 7 cents more, which is, you know, percentage-wise a decent increase over the Pancakeswap. But again, we're talking very low amounts with a token with an upside. I personally find this interesting, and the higher dollar amounts you trade, the more worthwhile that kind of becomes and compounds. Obviously, with this full feature decentralized exchange, you can add liquidity, right? You know, that's very easy and simple to do. I could come here and add some liquidity with their BSW token. And so, for example, I could put in any amount I wanted here. This is very easy to do. You pick the coins you want to provide liquidity for, and then you need to prove that it can interact with your tokens there. It can always interact with your BNB. You know, so I'll just do a quick test transaction, right? You know, I'll go ahead and supply this liquidity, and then I'll get that 0.005 or whatever it was liquidity. Pool tokens, LP tokens, liquidity provider tokens. There's like 27 names for everything and 900 acronyms just in DeFi, which is yet another acronym, decentralized finance. And yeah, so you know, when you provide liquidity, you can earn a percentage of the fees, right? which is where it becomes worthwhile, depending on if you have a high amount of capital deployed there. But the real reason why you would want to provide liquidity would be for liquidity mining, farming. So what exactly does that mean if you're unfamiliar? For example, they have this BNB BSW pairing offering 144% interest rates. And so that's based on your 1-year income if harvest and compound are made once a day. The static rate here is about 85%. For example, here, I've got my LP tokens. I put a whopping $2 in. Nothing too crazy, but we'll run through the motions here. Always read what you're doing. Give them permission to access our BSW LP. So that would be our Biswap liquidity provider tokens. And that only pertains to this specific pairing. So if you wanted to add USDT in BSW or Doge BNB, you're going to be approving additional transactions there. So from there, I go ahead and confirm, I add the liquidity, and just like that, I'm going to start earning 85% interest rate, 85% returns. Keep in mind that this is paid out in BSW. So I may be staking BNB and BSW, but I'm only earning that 85% returns in their BSW tokens. They are incentivizing this liquidity. If you don't want to mess with all this liquidity stuff, enter their launch pools, specifically BSW. From here, I can go ahead and stake my BSW tokens, and they did provide me some additional tokens for testing in this review. You can see that I have over 16,000 BSW tokens. They just shot up. That's always, kind of fun to see things increase in real time. But, I've got all these tokens in here, and I'm effectively earning a 56% interest rate on them. So the benefits of this versus like liquidity, right? There's no potential for impermanent loss. And I'll go ahead and put a graphic up on the screen for you. But impermanent loss, the very quick, simple, dirty way to explain it is that if you put 100 of two different types of tokens and one skyrockets in value and the other one doesn't, then your liquidity would change. You'll lose some of your tokens and your other one will go up to compensate because it's supposed to be a one-to-one pairing in traditional decentralized exchanges. There are some decentralized exchanges that have tried to tackle that potential issue, but yeah, make sure you know what it is because we have seen a lot of people get wrecked with impermanent loss. Single asset token staking, which is just staking this one coin here, not possible. Another benefit about this is that these auto compound. You can see the auto compounding effectively increases your returns here by 12%. The unstaking fee is a 72-hour window here as opposed to their 90-day window if you want to get in on their holder pool. 90 days is an eternity in cryptocurrency land. So I'll stick with 72 hours. That's something more my style, especially with how active I'm involved with all of this stuff. They have an IDO platform, an initial decentralized exchange offering basically tokens launching on their exchange is like a launch pad, right? So that's all, great, fine, fun and dandy. Happy to see things like that. They have a GameFi tab where they have their Squid NFT. What I think is interesting about this is them trying to drive more utility for their token, right? And so you see they have different games down here and you can earn tokens potentially for playing this game, doing well, winning, whatever else. We have the games V1, games V2, and so forth. They also have a referral program built out for this. Once you connect your wallet, it looks more like this. So I think that's great. Again, the referral systems, the gamification, all of these things will help contribute to just, more growth and more people talking about it. They also have NFTs, non-fungible tokens, but they have their own full-blown NFT marketplace, and that's going to be marketplace.biswap. And well, what they have here, so they have the players to get involved with this game. So basically a play on Squid Game here, along with some different looking avatars, right? They have their Roby boost. So when you exchange on their decentralized exchange here, Biswap, or trade NFT on their marketplace, you get Roby boost. And you can use it for boosting your NFTs to earn up to 1,000% in their NFT staking pool. That's a lot. Clicking over to their NFT staking pool, you can see the interest rate for this is 2,000%. They've got certain tokens distributed along with some other tokens and BNB and USDT and so forth. This isn't something I have done, but it does obviously exist. If you're wondering about the security here, the good news is that they were audited by Certik. 0 critical, 3 major, 1 minor, 7 informational. They have resolved everything except one of the major issues here. So that's all good to see. Certik, originally valued at coming out at $1 billion. Yeah, now they're up to $2 billion valuation. And per their ranking system, they weigh in at rank number 48 with a market cap of almost $300 million. Not a small project, but definitely room to grow in the world of cryptocurrencies and many different billion-dollar valued projects. I think it's great to have a referral system, and I don't just say that because I'm a content creator, but I know that can really incentivize people to talk about basically things that, one, either are good, hopefully, right? But then also make them money, right? So if there's an exchange with no referral system and one that's comparable with one, why wouldn't you use the one with the referral system? You know, all things the same, considered, whatever. I did a couple test trades with one of my other wallet addresses. I don't know if they have a mechanism that stops people from kind of referring themselves, but it did not pick up my trades from my other address. But hey, maybe they're smarter than me and they can catch things like that. Other than that, that pretty much rounds out everything. You know, they have a bunch of competitions that they run. You know, all that stuff's like, you know, pretty crazy and always changing. They also have a lottery system. Obviously, nothing is ever financial advice or endorsement, and we do not promote gambling. But just for fun, I bought one of these tickets here because these also show up as interaction with their decentralized exchange. It also often serves in your wallet as an NFT. All in all, I think that they've got a pretty cool thing going. A decentralized exchange, it's fun, it works well, it gets the job done. An audit done from a company valued at $2 billion. Right. And I mean, I just personally, it breaks down simply for me, like, why wouldn't I use this if I get some of their tokens as cash back, as opposed to just using something like Pancakeswap or one of the other decentralized exchanges? Looking, you know, some cons, right? You know, so I think that their interface is a little cluttered. It's a little overwhelming. There's a lot going on. That can kind of be a turnoff. The beauty of Uniswap is just the absolute simplicity. Like, you go to Uniswap and it's just like, look at this little thing, and you just trade with it, and that's it. Like, that's nice. People enjoy that. Also, multi-chain support, right? Like, so let's get some Ethereum support. Let's get on Optimism. That's booming, right? Among many other blockchains and you know, networks, layer 1, layer 2 solutions. So I'd love to see them go cross-chain for, you know, many obvious reasons. But that's also a bold endeavor. If you go cross-chain, you need to build up those liquidity pools. Otherwise, you're just kind of, you know, you're useless as a decentralized exchange. And then you kind of get a bad rep, or people don't want to use you. Like, oh, I don't want to go to Biswap. They don't have good liquidity on that blockchain. So it's not as simple as just, you know, plugging in some code and like, now you're so much better. There's a lot more that goes on. So I do understand and kind of respect that, right? But yeah, I mean, personally for me, I think it's cool. I've been wanting to research Biswap for actually quite a while. And I like the fact that you can earn tokens and have a potential upside there. So like, if I'm going to be making these trades anyway, why not just get cash back in these tokens? And I hope they, you know, skyrocket and do well and everything like that. They have some of these mechanisms burn tokens and takes them out of circulation. So they have these other things that distribute all these tokens though. So there's obviously inflationary mechanisms here at play as well. But yeah, I'm done. You know, I'm not trying to talk in circles. It's a simple value proposition for me, but I'm not trying to seem pushy or shilly, right? You know, you do whatever you want to do, you trade whatever you want to trade. As always, the only thing I'm going to tell you that you absolutely need to do is to slap that subscribe button, because you know this is home of tales. Our Sheeby Deeby, our CTO, our Chief Trading Officer here at the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Oh yeah, and she just got a rocket ship looking cuter than ever. What cryptocurrency do you think she's grabbing? Well, you won't find out unless you hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.